I've been doing a lot of my own inner shadow work for sadness, resentment, what else can I say? Validation, ego, mind, all these things, because I'm constantly working on myself. And I try not to get up in the story or in the negativity, but I also am conscious when something exists and is there. And I need to peel back the layers of the onion and be with myself and just sit in the energy till I transcend it. I love being alone. I used to fear to be alone. And when I was with people, I felt even more alone. That's kind of the irony, you know? Until you find yourself in conscious beings that you're meant to be around, but you also need tons, I say double if not triple time alone to what it is to even being around humans, because this fast-paced world we live in, and how also too we need to decompress to find thyself, because it takes a lot to get down to what the seed is. The seed of the root of the problem, or silencing of the mind. So in this exercise, what it is you breathe in 6 times through the nose, breathing in the light of the universe, the solar energy. You hold it for 6, releasing the light throughout your being, spreading it to all of your beautiful organs and cells and blood. Into your heart, and into the relaxation of your being. And then after you hold it for 6 up there, as it transmutes through your whole body, afterwards you breathe it out for 6, spreading it to all of existence and all that exists. So it goes like this. Feel the light coming into your being. Feel as Mother Nature coats you in her purity, intoxicates you with the divine, heals what needs to be surrendered, and embraces the unknown. So, six times. Hold for 6. Out the nose for 6. Sometimes I feel too like my inner being wants to let out a lion's breath, so I actually breathe it out. Because there's either tension in the body or emotion or something in my body just wants to breathe it out that way as well. So don't feel like you have to also follow that. And if you feel like when you're holding it at top of your body saying, no, I need oxygen, I need to breathe, 6 counts is too much for me, listen to your body. Always listen to your body. Because most of us, we don't breathe properly. When we come out as children, because we're so relaxed and nothing has been imprinted on our DNA or our light bodies, we're breathing deep into the umbilical cord, right? The first mind, right, into the belly. And so we connect very deeply. That's why most children have so many visions. But for most of us now in this fast-paced world of anxiety and mouth breathing, or a lot of when people come to me too, because I watch their breath. This is another thing. I can tell by people's emotions, chakras, where they register, how they breathe. Like I have some people who will come to me who do some people do some people have very short inhales, but to have a very long flowing, centered, deep breath that goes through the total being and all of the chakras all the way down to the solar is very rare. So even if you study things like yoga or meditation, that too doesn't necessarily mean the being is breathing properly in the body or going to the depths of what it is that the human body needs in order to be living a life of total consciousness and health, mind, body, soul. So when you wake up in the morning and you're still lying in your bed, try this exercise before you jump out of bed and have a coffee. Breathe in your nose very, very slowly for a count of 6. That was a deep one even for me. I released something there. Wow, the sun came out of nowhere. Be the light. Sometimes I also am a little bit risky when I go out in the bush and stuff because I don't even take my phone in. Since I don't have things like Google Maps on my phone or any apps, like I really don't understand things. I had to be really present in the moment. So here's a little bit of story time. I last year was climbing some little small mountain, and it was a full moon, and all of a sudden I got a phone call from my agent, and I lost track of my being. I wasn't aware of where I was. So it started getting darker and darker, and I don't have my glasses on. For some odd reason, I did take my phone this time. I had 10% battery. And I'm walking, and it's getting darker and darker. And I'm getting so lost. And I'm starting to get a little paranoid because where I was, it was known that there was a lot of like coyotes, mountain cats, and all of this type of stuff. And the weather, because it was winter, wasn't the nicest weather of where I was. So I can't see, though I can see, because I have this inner vision always, which will tell me something is there. Whether it's the most minuscule of minuscule things or the biggest of biggest things, because I have this inner being, this inner light that comes through for the eyes that guides me. And so I'm walking, and Morocco and me are now lost, and I'm at the mid-top of some mountain, and I thought, oh no, what to do? So I kept going, and I could feel there was some type of animal that was watching me. I can feel when animals watch me because sometimes they go into really remote places. I'll tell stories about it later, but in deserts, jungles. Then I have experiences like where I'm in monasteries teaching monks yoga. I have a wide variety of experiences. So back to this story. I knew with my 5% battery, I called my mother and she was like panicking. And I tried to play like it was cool. So I'm walking, I'm lost. And I thought, oh God, I'm gonna have to spend the night in the dark, and it's kind of rowdy here. I can sense there's an energy. So I turned to my puppy at the time, who was maybe 9-10 months, and I said, listen, you gotta guide me. So I surrendered to existence, and I gave it over to my dog, and I started letting him lead. He kept following and going, and I was going, and something in me that channeled from him, his energy, said to me, call out. And I thought, why would I call out? I'm not one of these people too, like even if I am a little like, oh, I just don't call out. Even though that's what you should be doing, Besides having no cell phone battery and reception is like, doesn't really work. So I said, hello. And I heard a hello back. And I was surprised. I said to this person, well, I'm lost. I don't have GPS. I have like no phone battery or reception. I need to get back down. And sure enough, she led me back, and I was wearing flip-flops even though it was winter. And I was It was raining, so by the time I got home and my mother was so paranoid and this and that. And yeah, so that's my story about Google Maps, lost mountains, wild animals. There's this breathing exercise in a little bit that I will do. Maybe we can do it together. But for now, I'm going to turn off my gadget. I'm going to connect deeply to my puppy. I'm going to go into my inner silence and spend some time with me. And when the time is ready, I'll be back. To continue breathing with you. Trees talk. Everything in existence can communicate, especially when it lives in silence. Please let me introduce your dog on my walk. Who's your cute dog?
My dog is Ogopogo.
Okay.
He's a beagle and a pit bull, so he's a little weird. He's a little monster. And he's my everything here.
So you're from France?
Yes, I am. I'm Diane, I'm 30 years old, and I'm single, and I'm not looking for everybody.
Tell me why you're not looking. Hold on. Hold this thought. You know how I have this crazy border collie. Tell me why you don't want to date.
I'm just good by myself, you see. I'm just content with myself. I don't like to share the bed.
Well, you too.
I hate to share my food. I like living by myself, and you know.
What do you think about love?
About what?
Love.
Love. You can find love, I think, with friends and, you know, within myself, probably.
Oh, wow. So you've gone in and done the deep inner work.
I know. Oh, I'm trying. And if I have a guy, I need to find a guy who accepts my dog as well. To sleep with my dog.
Oh, you too?
Yeah,
This too? Oh God, isn't waking up to them though the best thing? Because like, does yours have a thing that he does? Like mine kind of snuggles under the neck and then play fights. What does yours do?
Oh, so cute. He does that?
Yeah, every morning. Every morning we play fight.
Oh.
What do you guys do?
Well, no, he's not a morning person, so which is great. So
You see, because you're not a
sleeping
morning
and
person.
I cuddle, and no, I wake up, I do my tea, I do some cleaning, and he's just sleeping, and we cuddle, you know. Oh, which is
So it's
so good.
perfect. This is a great romance. I love it. Thanks for sharing yourself with me. When I go on these forest walks, I find really beautiful souls who open up about who they are and their journeys, and I really appreciate you being willing to
Thanks
speak with
you.
me.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Bless you. We are all one in the universe. Independent, yet interconnected.